Consider this for a moment. Spirituality doesn't actually have to be about obeying rules, fitting in, or kneeling for someone else's idea of truth. Somewhere along the way, that's what many of us were taught, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Think about the possibility that awakening doesn't come from robes, rituals, or someone standing at the front of the room telling you what to believe. Maybe it comes from learning how to trust yourself again. It's worth noticing that your soul was never broken in the first place. It was just buried under other people's opinions, expectations, and fears. A lot of noise got added over time, and eventually it became hard to hear your own voice underneath it all. This is what we mean by spiritual anarchy. Not chaos and not rebellion for the sake of rebellion. It's clarity. It's the quiet decision to stop handing your inner life over to anyone else. It's also not about tearing down what's sacred. It's about realizing where the sacred has been all along. It shows up in the laugh that comes from deep in your body, in the tears that finally release something you've been holding, in the breath you share with someone when you feel safe enough to be real. Spiritual anarchy is the moment you realize that you are the authority in your own life. You are the temple. You get to decide what feels holy and meaningful to you, not your parents, not a preacher, and not a guru with a microphone and a brand to sell. That doesn't mean you stop learning or close yourself off from wisdom. You can still read old texts, listen to teachers, and find inspiration wherever it shows up. You just don't give anyone else the keys to your inner world. You get to ask questions. You get to make mistakes. You get to create rituals that actually feel alive instead of forced. And you get to walk away from anything that asks you to feel small, ashamed, or afraid in order to belong. You might explore stillness and pleasure, time alone and time with others. You might spend less time searching for God and more time talking, listening, laughing, and staying curious about the mystery of being alive. Because here's the simple truth. You never needed to be saved. You just needed to remember who you are. At the Church of Unreasonable Happiness, we believe that joy matters, that questioning is healthy, and that no one needs permission to be holy. And when someone tells you otherwise, it's usually worth asking what they want from you. So if you've ever felt out of place, too curious, too honest, or like you didn't quite fit the spiritual boxes you were handed, you're not broken. You're home. You don't need a leader. You just need your own light. Now go raise a little spiritual hell.